Good evening. We are just hours away from medical marijuana becoming legal in South Dakota.
Just minutes ago, the state released preliminary list of conditions that will qualify. Take a look. So far, the list includes seizures, cancers, and MS. The state health department is expected to add conditions as people apply for medical marijuana cards.
Now, even with that announcement, there are still a lot of questions about the law that takes effect tomorrow. KELOLAND's Carter Schmidt spoke with state's attorneys and Sioux Falls police about how they plan to handle medical marijuana.
Bridget, we also just received word that the South Dakota Highway Patrol has come up with a plan on how to enforce the new law. The governor is suggesting other agencies follow its lead. Even with that last-minute guidance, things could still vary depending on where you live.
A marijuana advocacy group wants clarification on how initiated Measure 26 will be enforced.
There's been a lack of clarity on this issue of patient protections, and we feel it's very important that everyone is on the same page, because whether or not the government has the authority to arrest a person is really the most basic form of government transparency there is.
Minnehaha County State's Attorney Daniel Hager issued guidance for Sioux Falls police, but there are still some questions.
I don't think there's necessarily one blanket statement that we can say that's going to cover every situation. A lot of these are going to be a case-by-case basis, and so, we'll work through that.
Clemens says you are not likely to be arrested for small amounts of medical marijuana.
The law specifically states that if it's for medical marijuana, then that under 3 ounces is not enforceable. But if it's for recreational, then obviously there'd be laws that would be broken.
Hager encourages anyone even thinking about using medical marijuana to read the law.
Make sure that they have an understanding of it, but also know if you're a juvenile possessing recreational marijuana, if you're driving under the influence, if you're unlawfully distributing. It's my intention to continue to prosecute those cases.
There's a lot of gray area, and as we move forward, we're going to be learning more. We'll make sure to communicate that with all the officers.
Communication that medical marijuana advocates also want shared with the public.
It's very much in the public interest for there to be clarity on this issue. The last thing anyone wants is confusion and the law to be inconsistently applied in different parts of the state.
And Carter, you also spoke with another state's attorney. What did he have to say?
Well, before this evening's announcement about the framework from the Highway Patrol, Moody County State's Attorney Paul Lewis told me there had not been any guidance from the state on what to do.
Thank you, Carter. Now, KELOLAND News has been following the development of medical marijuana program for several months now. You can check out stories online, including what the difference is between CBD, hemp, and marijuana, and an in-depth conversation with the Department of Health and the author of IM26. Just hover over the News tab on KELOLAND.com and click on South Dakota Marijuana.